I'm Michaela and I'll be interviewing you today. How are you?
Just fine. How are you?
Good. In your own words, how would you describe yourself?
Strong-willed, determined, compassionate. Pretty much it.
How has your education prepared you for your career?
It's given me a lot more skills and knowledge than what I had before. It's just the teaching and the training.
When did you graduate high school?
Well, I'm not sure that's a legal question. I mean, if you want to know if I'm over 18, yes, I'm over 18.
Okay. Why did you choose the career that you were pursuing?
Wanting to have more opportunities and just a specific, just a specific edge or specific opportunity, but it seems to me that business management can give you more than just one option.
Describe a time when you set your sights too high or too low.
Too high or too low? Okay, one time I had set out to start my own radio station, and sold my house here in Poplar Bluff, moved to Texas, dipped in a lot of money to try to get it started, and I failed. It just, somebody else ended up getting the frequency I was going for, and but it was during that, or actually after that all happened, that I found out that it was a good thing it didn't go through, because of my education would have, I just didn't know then what I know now, and I would have had a harder time.
Give me an example of a time when you tried to accomplish something and failed.
Well, I think I just said it.
Yeah.
That's pretty well it. Just trying to start that radio station, it fell through.
Tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty at a job.
I think the job I'm working at right now, I go above the call every day that I'm there. Mainly knowing, or how I feel anyway, knowing that certain people's actions they shouldn't be acting a certain way. So I feel like I'm going above the call of duty, not saying anything about it.
What are your greatest weaknesses?
And, well, I think about my weaknesses, and all I can ever think about is, it turns out it can be a strength more than a weakness. So, I mean, I could sit here and say one of my weaknesses is I feel sorry for people sometimes, but that can actually be turned into a strength, so it's hard to come up with a great weakness.
Do you smoke or use alcohol?
Well, I would be happy to answer that, but I mean, if you're asking would I be able to comply with your substance rules or regulations, I'd say yeah, I'd be glad to comply with it.
Okay. What is your typical way of dealing with conflict?
Well, most of the time, if I can get around it and get away from it, I will. But if I have to, I'll talk to them, or they can talk to me when there's not a lot of anger going on.
Tell me a time when you were able to successfully deal with another person when that individual may have not personally liked you, or you didn't like them.
Well, there was one time that a boss of mine made a statement about how I use a cane, and I said, well, you did. I could have lashed out. I mean, I won't go into the specifics, but I could have lashed out. And had stopped myself and said, I'm just gonna walk away, and I made a statement of, just kind of more or less jest it off, joked it out off, and walked off.
Give me an example of a time where you had to make a split-second decision.
Okay. Me and a church group I was with was taking some young people to Six Flags, or the water park, and the van that we were in suddenly started smoking. Smoke started blowing out from under it. We pulled over, and there was a couple of cars that was behind us, and that was with us or following us, and all the kids were upset, and even the teacher, the leader there, didn't know what to do and everything, and everybody was getting all upset, and I finally just said, okay, y'all pile in all these cars that were following us, kids, and I said that to me and the young people's leaders going to sit there with a van until we find somebody come get us and help us find out what was going on. And that was one of those times I kind of actually proud of myself. It just seemed like even the leader was getting all upset, and it kind of calmed the situation down.
Tell me of a time that you missed an obvious solution to a problem.
Obvious. Well, that's a hard one to come up with, actually. I hate to bring up a chess game, I guess. I like to play chess, and one day there I gotten beat, and I kind of was feeling on my chessboard, and I was like, man, that was too obvious. I couldn't. That was just too, I got beat too easy.
What qualities would make you a good manager?
I will listen. I have an open mind. I'm not a hard-nosed dictatorship kind of guy. I like to do things my way, but if somebody's got a better way or a better solution, or I'm willing to listen. And I feel like me being willing to listen and have an open mind would make me a better manager than just a hard-nosed dictator.
What training methods would you prefer if you were selected for this position?
On hands-on, on-the-job training, definitely.
Talk about the balance between micromanaging but still being involved enough to catch problems easily. How would you address this issue?
Well, you always want to, even if you delegate different jobs to certain different individuals, you still want to keep, you just don't want to hang out in an office. You still want to go out and keep touch base with everybody, all your staff, all your employees, and then that keeps you in contact with whatever goes on. Delegating or not, you can still keep in contact with whatever goes on, and you're able to catch problems right off the bat that way.
Okay. Well, I think that's all I have for you today.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.